it going, everybody? Today I want to talk about a term that's used in bass fishing a lot, and it's called matching the hatch. You know, it seems simple, and it really is simple, but for a lot of new people, may not understand, and I just kind of want to break it down real quick, just because you see it in a lot of videos, people saying, you know, match the hatch. Look at the bait fish and match the hatch, but you may be confused on what that means, so I'm gonna make a quick video about it. A lot of times when you catch a bass, catch smallmouth, you know, you bring it up and you'll see in the water where they spit up some bait or bluegill or crawdad pieces or whatever, and you know that's going to be your telltale sign of what size should I be using to catch that kind of bass and in that area. And so especially with like shad and stuff, these panoramas, you know, this is the 3.5, this is the 2.8. You know, you can match it really well. It has that photo finish. And it looks really good in the water. You know, if you have a lot of minnows, you know, I think it's some kind of Berkeley bait. You know, if you see a lot of big gizzard shad, 6-inch draw, and you can throw like a bigger swim bait, or you could even throw something like this spoon if, you know, you see some gizzard shads. But I hope this kind of clears it up for you, and it doesn't really have to be necessary with soft plastics either. You know, you could be using a bigger crankbait or something, a bigger jerk bait, but you see a lot of smaller bait fish around docks or whatever. Let me try to get one out. You know, you could kind of switch to, this is a flicker shad. Sorry, I have a mess, but this is a little flicker shad. So if you're saying, you know, a lot of them real small thread fins, you might switch to that, or, you know, like a smaller rattle trap. You know, especially this time of the year, the fishing gets hard, and so downsizing can really help you get some bites. Hope this helps.